Season between the two. They'll play again later this month right back here. We look at our starting lineups, and this is one of the key stories of tonight's game. It's brought to you by Taco Bell with Patrick McCall, who's been starting in place of the injured Kevin Durant, but now Sean Livingston, Kevon Looney, Pachulia the normal starter, and Matt Barnes, the newest Warrior, all in. Patty Mills, Danny Green, Kyle Anderson, David Lee, and Dwayne Dedmon starting for San Antonio, who are without Kawhi Leonard, without LaMarcus Aldridge, with the story today about the heart irregularity, shall we say. Tony Parker also out. And, of course, on the Warriors roster of eligible players tonight, he's averaging just over 6 a game as Patty Mills.
I need a spa day, too. You know what really needs a spa day? My brother. Look at him as Pachulia makes a reverse layup.
Actually had him as a young fellow with the Warriors early on in his career. Class guy, worked his tail off. Going to be around in this league for a long time. There's people that believe that he wasn't an NBA player as Matt Barnes knocks down the long ball.
Patty Mills kicks it out to Anderson, and Anderson knocks down the three. They're the best three-point shooting team.
Rest of the league, but they shoot well at every level on the court.
Nice pass again. First David Lee at one end, and Pachulia. 11 players on each team that at one point made an all-star team. 8 of those aren't playing. Ball tipped up and in by Anderson. San Antonio just a game and a half back. Nice tip in by Pachulia. David Lee using the right hand. Lee ambidextrous, makes a nice move inside.
Player health, and that's the #1 thing. How can we say that and then play this many games?
By Green, Pachulia had it knocked away. Patty Mills drives down a lane and flips it up and in. The Soul kicks it out corner. Another excellent ball movement sequence, and Danny Green knocks down. San Antonio's been doing this for about 20 years. As David West's short jumper is good.
He's an incredibly smart guy. No, it's wrong, it's offensive, and he's got to be better. And somebody
did not talk beforehand. He's going to be asked about that certainly the next time as David West. 9 points despite 5 turnovers. Entry pass to Gasol. Another look from Ginobili.
Not only that, they're from overseas. Think about the precedent that's been set.
3.2 left. Nice lob pass again. Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer, Jeff.
He's been a good player for us this year. He's a rookie. He's still learning every day. So a night like tonight is important for him.
Thank you, Coach.
He's yelling for a kick ball. Clark knocks down the shot.
He can score. Now Boston, I thought, played an outstanding game as Clark with another bucket. But I am far too quickly.
Livingston line drive is good. Nice backdoor cut on a beautiful bounce pass for Pachulia.
Well, Pachulia.
Livingston, McAdoo posting up Simmons, gets inside. That's good team. Clark to Barnes. Barnes for 3. Clark the rebound. Put back is good.
You look at Clark, you can nitpick and say, well, is he a point guard? Is he a 2 guard? He's a player. He's a player that competes, has a gift of scoring the basketball, shooting the basketball, and making plays. Great job moving without the basketball. Beautiful pass.
Ginobili looking for some room. Pachulia. Patty Mills for 3. Puts it in. Patty Mills. Ginobili with the offensive board. Forbes going to try again, and this time knocks it down.
Barnes, he's been doing this forever. I like the way both of those 2 guys are playing. Mike?
Thank you, Lisa. And Barnes takes that jumper. Yeah. Livingston back out Barnes inside Pachulia. Dedmon right there. Count it and a foul. So a chance for a 3-point play.
Think about that. A future Hall of Famer was 0 for 18 from the field.
Anderson to Lee. And he was with Golden State, according to Dave Freed, and it was at Minnesota.
He just stumbled on.
Livingston's jumper misses. David West the rebound. West inside. Pachulia rolls around and drops in.
The Warriors continue to switch this big, small pick and roll, putting the small on David Lee and a big guy on Patty Mills. That's a rest.
How many games did you play for the Nuggets that year?
I'm not sure. I don't have the brain of this guy. Do
Hey,
you know off the top of your head how many I played?
No, but I'm going to guess 80.
Gasol down low.
It's more fascinating than this.
Gasol lays it up and in.
But he's the only all-star. And to win like that, I think you would be discounting him if you didn't give him his proper due.
Clark, left-handed. Nice move from Clark. McGee, the rebound, and the putback. Point guard she was.
They have a talented team in South Carolina.
David West. West to Clark. Clark, count it, and Ginobili off balance. And the foul. Chance for a three-point play from Manu Ginobili.
Tough floater right there for Ginobili.
We were talking about this earlier in the hotel lobby this morning where we stayed. I met for his 9th birthday. They're from Monterrey, Mexico. Yesterday they drove 7.5 hours.
To the fans, and I know we sound like a broken record, but something's got to be done around.
And it's not the players. This is a team decision.
Simmons with that's probably the one game that can't imagine him doing it more than one.
Then takes place. How many time zones are you asking them to fly? And you have to have a schedule that makes sense.
I remember years ago listening to an interview with Larry Bird, and they asked him, the great Larry Bird, and they asked him about
the guy that we had here today.
Quick change is in there.
You know who was awesome?
Forbes
for Damian Jones D-League stats.
Barnes gets inside. Scoop layup won't go. Jones NBA stats right there are the rule change, a rule elimination, or a rule addition. What's it going to be?
Talent from everywhere.
Joel Anthony. Exciting, potentially exciting matchups of the season. Number 1 versus 2. All change with. And as we've said throughout tonight, despite all this, this is a really important game. Clark, left-handed, banks it in. And oh, how about Clark?
And he's a proven guy, a proven scorer, the ability to shoot. Doing a good job putting the ball on the deck and making plays in the paint area. Gets the contact and the hoop.
Well, McCaw, a better defender. Clark, more of an offensive player. As Simmons throws it down. At least 18 the entire second half. Largest lead, 28. Anderson lines that one up and knocks down a 2-pointer. As the Spurs